Welcome to online classes. Today we'll start with chapter 7 Arrays, first part of our array chapter. Array is a set of data type elements that shares the same name. Now, when we say we are initiating a variable or declaring a variable, we used to pass only a single value within a single variable. And when you need to add more variables or more values, you need to add more variables, vice versa. But with the help of array, you can make a set of data types and elements that share the same name. Arrays are data types that allow us to use single variable to store a number of values within the same data type. Each constituent value of the array is called element. Now, what is an element? A value that is passed within an array. Each element of an array has its own storage location, always remember, which can be referred like any other variable. The elements of arrays are stored in consecutive storage locations in a sequential order in a memory, identified by the name of array followed by number in brackets. Always remember, in square brackets, it starts from 0, not from 1. It starts from 0 and it increases by 1. For example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like in this box. You have an integer data type and the value starts from 0. An array contains 5 integer value of int called age. For example, you can pass A, B, C, any other value, where each blank panel represents an element of array. Within this box, you can pass the value or elements. These elements are numbered from 0 to 4, since array the first index is 0, independently of its length. Let's just say we need to pass n number of values, so it will start from 0 till n. How do we declare? Declaring an initialization of array. Like a regular variable, we used to pass A, B, C, like in this example here, we passing short age. We can pass arrays the same way. This is a syntax. Data type, let's say integer, float, and then array name. We used to put variable name, remember? So array is just combination of elements. And then in square brackets, you start a square brackets and number of elements you want to pass, 5, 6, 7 or n number. Look at the example here. It's a simple example that we have read in previous chapters. You pass on a single variable, you put in a value and then you print it out. And it will display 23 on its final print. But when you pass an array, when you initialize an array, you can put same 4 values in a single data type array. You declare age or A or B, any variable, and you put square brackets and number of elements you want to pass. Array can also be valid like this: value of single element or value plus increment, pass on the value, etc. Initializing an array. How do you initialize an array? Initialization is nothing but assigning some values to the variables. We have read that in previous chapters. That undergoes processing. Like the initialization to ordinary variable, the individual elements of an array can be initialized. Always remember, individual value can also be initialized in an array. all the initial values must be constants. Initialization can be made to all array elements during the time of declaration. So what is the syntax? Data type, array name, size of the element, and you can put curly brackets and pass on the number of elements you want to pass in a single statement. For example, here we have passed on 5 values in an array int data type age 16 to 77, 40, 71, and this is the actual memory allocation. It starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are special rules when you want to add an array. Number of initializer can be less than number of array elements. Suppose you have initialized 5 or 6 elements, or you have declared 6, but you have only passed on 3 elements. It is okay in C programming, since other will be discarded or left null. Number of initializers larger than the number of elements results in error. If you are initializing 6 values, 6 memory allocation units, and you are passing 7, there will be an error. It won't work. Third, integer. If the same integer limit is 4, it is not going to work. Look at the error here. Here no number is supplied for the size of an array. Always remember, you need to put square brackets. This is a basic example. If we see a simple program in C language, we compile this program. What is this program about? We are passing on data type integer to marks array. We have represented our array name marks, and the value is left empty. I have passed on value 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 values, and then the programmer is saying that X data type should be initialized of integer. When we are printing the value, it will say elements of an array are, so it starts from 0. Look, 10, 25, 20 and 35. It is automatically allocated. Same of this output. Entering data into an array. How do we enter a data into an array? Since array represents a collection of values, so to input data into individual elements of array, we make use of loop statements. It is more easier. If the actual size of an array is predefined, then for loop is preferred to while loop or do while loop. In this program, the for loop causes the process of asking for and receiving a student marks. The program that we have just talked about. Marks the value as it goes, it is passing those values in here and increment the value. How about printing out each of the values separately? If you want to print values of each element separately, you can simply print them out by giving them their addresses. Copying arrays. How do we copy an array? Let's try copying arrays using a technique similar to the technique used to print arrays. In previous program, on previous page, you have studied you are printing an individual array. So if you can access an individual array, you can also copy it out. You can declare 2 different arrays and you can pass on individual values to individual arrays. Let's say value of this age is equal to the new variable wants the value of this array. Simply copying it out. When you print out this array, it will display the same. It will be copied. One significant advantage of an array over separate variable is the name. When we started this chapter, I've told you we used to declare different names for different elements. The most important advantage is that we can give a single name to different elements. In our example, using 4 separate variables here, the 4 shorts in the array are identical except for an index number used to access them. This distinction allows us to shorten our code. If the programmer has to shorten the code for a long program, long application, this is much easier. Since the only difference between each of the short arrays is their index, loop of the counter will take care of everything. Accessing the value in any point of a program in which an array is visible, we can access the value of any of its elements individually, like we have printed out in previous pages. So we can access them as well individually. We copy them, we can refer them, we can print them on screen, whatever. For example, here age name, variable name, number of elements. To access the value of third element, we can pass off its address. Age2 is equal to 75, and then we can pass on that value to a different variable. The expression is equivalent to the value of array to the index, int data2 or data0 to 30. It depends whichever value you want to access. Let's find out another example in C program. This is a simple program for passing an array and a variable. We passed on marks for 5 students and I data variable for integer data type. The loop is starting, the value is being initialized from 0, and it will check the value is less than 5. Until then, the loop will continue. Within that loop, it will display the number of students and the marks, the value. Watch. Automatically it incremented from 1. Marks of student 1. Let's just say 98. What this program is doing, it is displaying the value of or asking for results of individual student. Marks for student 2, 77, 98, 67, 66. Now we have passed on only 5 values, so the loop is closed. It will go back to program. It is really important to be able to clearly distinguish between the two uses that brackets have related to array. They perform 2 different tasks. One is to specify the size of an array when they are declared, and the second one is to specify indices for concentrate array elements or concrete array elements that are congested. Do not confuse these 2 possibilities uses of brackets with arrays. This is a different declaration. In this statement, declaration of new arrays is defined, but in this statement, an element is being accessed. Always remember, there are valid operations within arrays. These are all valid. Manipulation of an array. How do you manipulate an array? What is manipulation? passing, editing, saving data. That is manipulation. C does not support performing any operations on the entire array. This is the whole array cannot process a single element, but it allows the programmer to perform certain operations on an element, not the whole one, by element basics. In this program, array elements can be used for mathematical operations such as adding the different values of array element. Look at the example. Simple values are being passed on within a loop and the result is being shortened out. So small program to find sum of elements. Let's write a program to add the array elements supply via user through keyboard. Always remember, until and unless you create your own programs, create your own creativity in loops, you won't be able to access your own mind, own logic. While making any program or any logic, you have to find creativity. This is the basis of any programming language. C started from third language, and lot of application softwares and operating systems are designed in this language. Work them out, access and write, compile, modify all these examples in your C compiler on your computer or your phone. Write them out, find the errors, create new loops, new outputs. It'll be way easier for you. All these examples are way simpler and they are just for declaration and accessing of arrays. Different program, different results just by an array. While making C programs, always remember to take care of your statements. With these initializations and instructions, your first part of arrays are finished. Thank you.